Hey guys, this is Gary, and as you can see, I haven't uploaded a video in a while. So the topic of the day is going to be failure, because I just had a very big one. Very big failure, and I also didn't want to look at it, I didn't want to acknowledge it, and it spilled over into other areas of my life, as failures tend to do. Alright, this one's too bright. So, I failed in my 30-day video challenge. Didn't see it coming, and I don't even remember exactly why I stopped. That's how subtle these things can be. Because doing it, continuing on making a video a day, I don't think anybody can argue that it's that difficult, or that it would have been that difficult to keep doing that until I hit 30 days. But I stopped. And yeah, I just stopped. Other things, other areas in my life were getting to my head, getting in my head. I was getting wrapped up in them, and that spilled over into the making videos area, and I just stopped doing it. And I know this is very important. This is important not just for me, this is important for anybody watching this. Everybody can relate to it. And what's the most important thing that I can think of coming when you're talking about failure? What's the most important thing? The first thing that comes to mind is it's necessary. Failure is necessary. If failure wasn't necessary, then every single person in the world would have everything they wanted, right? Everybody would have the life they wanted down to the last detail, and there would be no progression and there would be no growth. So failure is essential, and also learning how to deal with failure is essential. There's two ways that I personally deal with failure. So if I set a goal for myself and I don't fulfill it, I don't complete it, right? My preferred method of dealing with failure is to withdraw completely from whatever it was that I was trying to do. So just hands off, withdraw completely, act as if that thing that I was trying to do never existed, right? Because the reason I do this is because I have a very bipolar way of dealing with things. It's either super positive or it's super negative, and I'm not very good at living in the middle at all. So when I fail pretty hard, and I beat myself up pretty hard over it. And especially if I have no outside accountability. Actually, even if I do have outside accountability, I will tend to withdraw even further and more violently if I have that. So for me personally, if I fail at something, the most important thing to do for me is to acknowledge it. First, just to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that it happened. Because if I don't acknowledge what happened, if I don't acknowledge that I failed in a certain aspect of my life, then it doesn't go away, it lowers down a little bit.